people say that if you're wearing a yellow construction vest and act like you're supposed to be somewhere, you can walk right past security guards and gain access to restricted areas, the movies, wherever you want. Yes, I know it sounds a bit ridiculous, but that's exactly how thieves got away with robbing precious jewels from the Louvre Museum in Paris last week. I'm Grant with Phrasal Verb News, the show where you learn real English through real stories and walk away with something interesting to talk about with your colleagues. First, I'll break down the story, then explain the vocab with examples, y también les voy a dar una breve explicación en español para que todo quede más claro. Paris woke up to a shock last week after one of the boldest museum robberies in modern history. In broad daylight, a team of thieves blended in with maintenance workers at the Louvre wearing reflective vests and hard hats before pulling a truck up to the side of the building, climbing a ladder, climbing into the window, and then cutting a display and making off with nearly $100 million in Napoleon-era jewels. The entire heist took less than 7 minutes. Security guards thought the men were contractors, and by the time anyone realized what was really happening, they were long gone. Later, investigators discovered something very interesting. The only security camera not facing the correct direction, the only security camera that could have seen them, just happened to be the one outside the window the thieves used to enter and escape. Pretty weird, huh? Police are now looking into how such a professional crew managed to slip through the cracks of one of the world's most secure museums. 2 suspects have been arrested, but investigators are still trying to piece together exactly how the plan was carried out so perfectly and who's still out there. For now, the jewels remain missing. The Louvre is tightening security, and Parisians are left wondering how thieves managed to steal from under the world's nose, with cameras almost watching. Now, let's go over today's expression. As always, I'll explain what they mean, give examples from the story and in business, and then a quick practice question so you can practice the new vocab right away. First, we have blend in. This means to appear similar to your surroundings so you don't attract attention. For example, the thieves blended in with construction workers by wearing reflective vests and hard hats. In a new company, it's important to blend in with the team's culture before suggesting big changes. En español es como mezclarse o pasar desapercibido. Por ejemplo, los ladrones se mezclaron con los obreros para pasar desapercibidos. And a question: have you ever tried to blend in with a group or environment that was new to you? Next, we have make off with. This means to steal something and escape quickly. For example, the gang made off with $100 million worth of jewels from the Louvre. Hackers made off with confidential company data during a cyber attack. En español es como llevarse, o más literal, robar algo y escapar. Por ejemplo, los delincuentes se llevaron las joyas antes de que alguien se diera cuenta. And the question: can you think of a movie or story where someone made off with something valuable? Next, we have look into something. This means to investigate or examine something carefully. For example, police are looking into how the thieves planned and executed the heist. We're looking into new markets in Latin America for next year. En español es investigar o examinar. Por ejemplo, las autoridades están investigando cómo ocurrió el robo. And a question: what's something you've had to look into recently, either at work or in your personal life? Next, we have slip through the cracks. This means to go unnoticed or avoid detection due to a flaw or mistake in a system. For example, security failures allowed the thieves to slip through the cracks of one of the most secure museums in the world. Some customer complaints slip through the cracks because of a database error. En español es como pasar desapercibido o escapar por descuido. Por ejemplo, el error de seguridad permitió que los ladrones pasaran desapercibidos. And a question: Have you ever seen a problem at work that slipped through the cracks until it was too late? Finally, we have piece together. This means to gather and connect bits of information to understand the full story. For example, investigators are still trying to piece together how the robbery was carried out so perfectly. After the merger, analysts had to piece together data from multiple departments to make sense of the numbers. En español es como reconstruir, juntar las piezas o entender algo paso a paso. Por ejemplo, los investigadores intentan reconstruir cómo se llevó a cabo el plan. When was the last time you had to piece together missing information to solve a problem? So, to wrap up, a crew of thieves blended in with workers, made off with Napoleon's jewels, and somehow slipped through the cracks of Louvre security, leaving investigators to look into every detail as they piece together how such a daring heist could happen in the world's most famous museum. It's a story full of mystery, precision, and perfect for learning new phrasal verbs and idioms. Gracias por escuchar. I'm Grant with Phrasal Verb New. Come back next time for more stories, more idioms, and more English. Thank you.